The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***ck isn't your typical self-help book. It's a refreshing take on the genre, offering a no-nonsense approach to dealing with life's challenges. Unlike many other books that promise quick fixes and endless positivity, this one stands out for its raw honesty and practical advice. It's blunt, it's funny, and it resonates with readers on a deep level. The humor is not just for laughs. It serves to drive home important points about how we live our lives, and it doesn't sugarcoat things. Instead, it challenges you to face the harsh realities of life head-on. The book's straightforwardness is a breath of fresh air in a world full of sugar-coated advice. This book became a massive hit because it talks about life's struggles in a refreshingly honest way. It doesn't promise a life free of problems, but instead offers a new perspective on how to deal with them. People everywhere connected with its message. We care too much about the wrong things. The book encourages readers to reevaluate their priorities and focus on what truly matters. Mark Manson, the author, argues that constantly chasing happiness is a recipe for disappointment. He suggests that accepting life's ups and downs is a more realistic and fulfilling approach. Life is full of ups and downs, and that's okay. The book teaches that it's normal to experience a range of emotions, and that trying to be happy all the time is unrealistic. The key is to choose your battles wisely. Not every problem deserves your attention, and not every situation requires a reaction. By being selective about what you care about, you can lead a more focused and meaningful life. Stop giving **ck about the things that don't truly matter, and focus your energy on what does. This approach helps you conserve your mental and emotional resources for the things that genuinely impact your life. This book isn't about becoming emotionless or indifferent. It's about being mindful of where you invest your emotional energy. It's about understanding that not everything deserves your attention or concern. It's about understanding that you have a limited amount of F***cc's to give. Choose them carefully. By doing so, you can lead a more intentional and fulfilling life, focusing on what truly matters to you. The idea of giving fewer F***cc's might seem counterintuitive. After all, society often tells us that caring deeply about everything is the key to success and happiness. We're bombarded with messages that urge us to be more, do more, and achieve more. But what if this constant pressure to care about everything is actually making us miserable? Aren't we supposed to care about things? Yes, but not about everything. The truth is, not all things are worth our time and energy. When we spread ourselves too thin, we end up exhausted and unfulfilled. We need to be selective about what we give our F***cs to. Manson argues that we're bombarded with messages telling us to be happier, richer, and more successful. Social media, advertisements, and even well-meaning friends and family can contribute to this overwhelming noise. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to be constantly improving and achieving. This constant pressure creates anxiety and dissatisfaction. We start to feel like we're never enough no matter how hard we try. The more we chase after these ideals, the more elusive they become, leaving us feeling empty and stressed. When we try to avoid negative emotions at all costs, we become more sensitive to them. Ironically, the more we strive for perpetual happiness, the more we notice and amplify our unhappiness. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. We start giving too much importance to trivial things. Minor inconveniences become major sources of stress. We lose perspective and let small issues dominate our lives. This is where the subtle art comes in. It's about recognizing that not everything deserves our attention. By focusing on what truly matters, we can let go of the rest. It's about finding peace in the chaos and learning to prioritize our well-being. It's about accepting that life has good and bad parts. Embracing the full spectrum of human experience allows us to grow and find deeper meaning. We can't avoid pain and discomfort, but we can choose how we respond to them. It's about learning to be okay with discomfort and uncertainty. By facing our fears and challenges head-on, we build resilience and strength. We learn that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. By giving fewer F***cs isn't about caring less, it's about caring more about the right things. A core idea in the book is the importance of choosing your values. Values are the guiding principles that shape your decisions and actions. They are the things you believe are truly important in life. Manson emphasizes that not all values are created equal. Some values, like pursuing pleasure or seeking approval from others, can actually lead to unhappiness. He encourages readers to choose values that are based on reality, that promote personal growth, and that contribute to something larger than themselves. These values might include honesty, responsibility, perseverance, or kindness. When you know what you stand for, it becomes easier to let go of the things that don't align with your values. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Bad things happen. We experience loss, disappointment, and failure. Manson argues that our instinct is often to avoid or deny these negative experiences. However, he suggests that true strength comes from accepting these experiences as part of life. It's about acknowledging the pain, learning from it, and moving forward. This doesn't mean wallowing in misery. It's about developing a healthy relationship with our negative emotions. When we stop fearing them, they lose their power over us. Throughout the book, Manson uses real-life examples and personal anecdotes to illustrate his points. He talks about his own struggles with relationships, career choices, and the pressure to succeed. One example he uses is the idea of the feedback loop from hell. This refers to the cycle of constantly seeking external validation, which only leads to more insecurity and self-doubt. He encourages readers to break free from this cycle by focusing on their own internal validation. He also talks about the importance of taking responsibility for our own lives. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. The power of saying no, setting boundaries. A crucial aspect of not giving AF*C is learning to say no. This simple yet powerful word can be a game changer in our lives. It allows us to take control of our time and energy, ensuring that we are not overcommitting ourselves to things that don't serve our best interests. We often feel pressured to say yes to every request, invitation, or opportunity that comes our way. This pressure can come from societal expectations, a desire to please others, or even our own fear of missing out. However, constantly saying yes can stretch us too thin and leave us feeling exhausted. However, this can lead to burnout, resentment, and a feeling of being overwhelmed. When we take on too much, we risk our mental and physical health. It's important to recognize the signs of burnout and take proactive steps to prevent it. Manson emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing our time and energy. By clearly defining what is important to us, we can make more informed decisions about where to invest our efforts. This means being selective about the commitments we take on and being okay with letting go of those that don't align with our priorities. It's about recognizing that it's okay to decline requests that don't align with our values or goals. Saying no doesn't make us bad people. It makes us responsible stewards of our own lives. It allows us to focus on what truly matters and to give our best to those things. Saying no allows us to create space for the things that truly matter. It opens up opportunities for self-care, personal growth, and meaningful connections. By setting boundaries, we can ensure that we have the time and energy to pursue our passions and nurture our relationships. It's not about being selfish. It's about protecting our well-being and ensuring that we have the capacity to give to the things we care about most. By saying no to the things that drain us, we can say yes to the things that fulfill us, leading to a more balanced and satisfying life. Death and the meaning of life. Manson doesn't shy away from the big questions, including the inevitability of death. He argues that contemplating our own mortality can actually be a liberating experience. When we accept that our time is limited, it helps us to focus on what truly matters. It encourages us to live more intentionally and to make the most of the present moment. He emphasizes that the meaning of life isn't something to be found, but rather something we create through our actions and choices. Taking action, not just thinking, doing. The Subtle Art of Not Giving AF*C isn't just a book of ideas, it's a call to action. Manson emphasizes that real change requires effort and commitment. He encourages readers to identify the areas of their lives where they're giving too many F*C and to start making changes. This might involve facing their fears, setting boundaries, or pursuing their passions. The book provides practical tips and exercises to help readers apply the concepts to their own lives. Living a Better Life: The Impact of Not Giving AF*C. Ultimately, The Subtle Art of Not Giving AF*C is about living a better life. It's about finding freedom from the constant pressure to be perfect and happy all the time. By learning to choose our battles wisely, accepting the good with the bad, and focusing on what truly matters, we can cultivate a sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. The book's message resonates with so many people because it offers a refreshing alternative to the traditional self-help narrative. It's a reminder that it's okay to not be okay, and that true strength comes from embracing our imperfections and living life on our own terms.